Hello, everybody. I was busy scrolling Twitter, and I was like, "Wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm getting lost in the sauce. I should probably let people know that I'm about to go live, and I should probably actually go live. That is the thing that I need to do." I'm getting real tired of this fly in my room, flying around, landing on my face or my lips, or just like being. It's like it feels weird having the fly crawl around on me. Because I know I can't grab it. Because if I try, I'm just going to hit myself in the face. Okay. Just ate a couple peanut butter sandwiches, so I should have some energy for tonight. I hadn't eaten all day. Well, not all day. I ate breakfast this morning. Let me get over to the just chatting screen and we can talk further. I was just mixing up some Mio. So, boop-a-doop. There we go. Cool. So it was a thing. I'm surprised. I'm live, right? Okay, I am live. Okay. It just seemed bizarre because I was like, wait a minute. Where is... Normally... I mean... Okay. I'm glad. Hello, Silva. It was weird because normally, Stream Elements bot would normally say that it's live, and it's not doing that at all. Like, and Stream Elements bot's been acting really weird lately. Like a couple of streams ago, it was like spamming the chat, letting everyone know that it was live, and now it's not saying anything at all. It's funny, I always made the joke when Stream Elements bot would post, I'd be like, no matter what happens, I always know Stream Elements bot's got me. Stream Elements bot's got me covered. But like now, Stream Elements bot has abandoned me too. Hey, Nabiru. So how was everybody's weekend? What did everybody else get up to? I think this weekend was the one I did a misadventure one shot. All this stuff kind of bleeds together when you do so much stuff. And I've been working on so much stuff for my Lancer campaign, and it's just been kind of like all bleeding together. We had another Lancer session this week, and it was kind of funny because it was one of those things where the way we ended the last session, I didn't know what we were going to do next. Like I had some ideas, but I didn't know I didn't know what was going to come next. Oh no, your post got bamfed. So there was this whole plot that I introduced where the Gylos Empire's Crown Prince Rudolph had gone missing because he'd fled the castle because he wanted to see more about how his people were functioning. And I based that a little bit on some of the plot lines from Chaotic Century, took some liberties, like I do when I'm trying to fold stuff in, and the players were charged with finding him. Um, but the players were asked to find him without letting anyone know that he's missing, because that's like a well-kept secret. And the players let the House of Z's mortal enemy know that the Crown Prince was missing, which just kind of ups the ante a little bit. And the players are building up their reputation and building up all of these connections and things. And one of them remarked on it that, like, all of these connections they're building up, all of this reputation they're building up, right, is based almost entirely, almost exclusively on a lie. Because one of the things that's gotten big for them was they were at this base, and this massive techno-organic monstrosity got released that was like a planet-level threat, right? And the players had to help take it down. And with all that happening, there was just a lot of stuff going on. And the players made a public claim that this one faction released this monstrosity even though they couldn't control it, and that they were releasing it on a populated planet, that this was a sign that they were like that they were dangerous and yada yada, right? And the thing is, the players were the ones who released the monstrosity. The players were the ones who released the Death Soar. And that just got huge. So now if anyone unearths any of the proof or anything that can link it back to the players, it's gonna blow up in their faces. If in any way the fact that the players were the ones responsible for all of this gets leaked back to them, they get in a whole bunch of trouble. And like, I know that I get really more motivated by narrative things a lot of the times than I get motivated by combat stuff. Yeah, kind of. That's what Okusen's character was doing. And what? Yes, exactly, Nabiru. Translator note. And the party, and it was like one member of the party unilaterally making the decision to release the beast. And the one who made the decision to release the beast was the only one that didn't know how dangerous it was. And nobody stopped them. Like, it was really funny because, like, they said in like their group chat or whatever in that the characters have, hey, this is your last chance to stop me. I'm going to release the beast, right? And everybody else is like, oh, well, Abiona's going to release the beast. No sense trying to talk Abiona out of it. We just need to run. And nobody stopped to try to talk Abiona out of it. Abiona is Okusen's character. So that led to this interesting interaction where this whole thing happened, and the players are kind of reeling from it. And at first, I was like, I'm not going to calculate how many people died in that in the rampage, right? Because I was like, that's a lot of people. I don't want to bog down the campaign with it. I hadn't even really thought about how many people were on the base. But when I said that, one of the players, when I said that, was like, "Aw," when I said I wasn't going to give them a number. And they're like, I got some kind of like generic disappointment from it. And that made me think, because I'm like, I guess knowing the number would be something that would be a drive for character development. So I was like, how do I decide? And I did some research. I was going to pick some like astronomically huge number because I was going to vastly overestimate it. I reached out to a couple of my science friends, and one of them got back to me, which is what I was doing last week. And we did the thing where during the session, I had Okusen roll a percentile to see how many people made it out unscathed. And then among the people who did not make it out unscathed, I separate that into thirds, where 2/3 were injured and 1/3 were unalived. So from the players, the party's shenanigans of releasing the beast, the final math was that there was 750 people on the base, and only like 113 of them were killed, were unalived, and like 226 of them were severely injured, and the rest of them made it out unscathed. So most of the people made it out unscathed because of the quick action of the players. But knowing that many people died, that many people were unalived, I don't know. I get that, like, if you say those words, that like you get like shadow banned and your stuff doesn't get shared and all that. But like by the time I want to say unalived, I've already said the other word. I'm like, do I just keep correcting myself? Like, does it even matter at that point? Like, YouTube doesn't share my stuff anyway. Like, I think I just do it for the memes at this point. But anyway, knowing that number of how many people didn't make it, right? Yeah, it is very odd, Nabiru. Had an effect on the characters, where like it affected some of like their direction moving forward. And they made contact with this ally, and I intentionally wrote this character to be this idea that like sometimes they're going to have to work with people that they don't agree with. They're going to have to work with people who aren't going to have the best intentions. And it's really funny because when they started and they were on the frontier and they were dealing with a lot of like down-home rustic folk that were like mostly farmers and small-time business people and stuff, most of the people they interacted with, besides the outright villains, had the best interest of the people at heart, and were willing to be like, okay, let's do what's best for the community, right? And I think some of the players may have gotten used to like dealing with reasonable and functional people that were willing to do what it took for the betterment of the community. And this was introduced a character who's not an outright villain, though the players may end up fighting him. But he's just a jerk, who lets his pride get in the way. And so he has this interesting backstory. How I do the whole thing in Lancer was I introduced Zoids by saying that the Gylos Empire showed up on the House of Stone's doorstep above their planet DS8, and that they issued a challenge, and that there are different like weight classes and like restrictions for the types of like gladiator mech battles that happen in the baronies. But there is this one Lord Goldenblade who was the champion of the free-for-all, where the only rule is your mech's feet have to stay on the ground. He's used to fighting all kinds of threats and challenges. And they showed up and they issued a challenge directly to him, saying, "We challenge Lord Goldenblade to a duel. If we win, we get minor house status under the protection of the House of Stone. If we lose, we'll give you all of our tech." And what isn't as widely known is that Lord Goldenblade sweetened the deal by saying he would bet all of his holdings, all of his stuff, on making sure that the House of Stone took that bet, because he was so certain he would win, and getting challenged like that struck his pride. And I wanted that to be like kind of a thing to represent how the Gylos Empire has intelligence agents that are all over the place, that allow them to know a lot of stuff. And Lord Goldenblade lost, and then he lost his name. He lost everything. All he was allowed to keep was the mech, the remains of his mech, which was very expensive for him to repair. And the level of someone's sin, that's an interesting one, Nabiru. Sounds like you've been reading some really interesting manga. I'd have to define sin first, Nabiru. But so the players meet him, and they're expecting him to have a crazy name, because I normally give characters crazy names, right? But his name is just Jeff. His name is Jeff Thompson, is the name of the character. I picked a super mundane and normal sounding name, and the player's like, "Oh, so he's Jeff Goldenblade?" And they're like, "No, he lost his name. He lost the name Goldenblade." It's like, did he lose the blade? Well, now he has a blade. It may not be his original golden blade, but he has a blade. And the party were just like cracking up at the fact that I didn't even give him a weird spelling or a bizarre spelling of his name. It's just Jeff. Just normal Jeff. And he is completely motivated by his pride and his being sore about the fact that he was defeated and that he lost everything. That's like his primary motivating factor. And it was one of those things where, like, at first the players were like, "Oh, we really like this guy." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." But then all their characters started to say that they hated him, and I'm like, "Oh, that's odd." So I asked about it at the end of the session, and they're like, "As players, we love the character. Great, awesome. Well, you know, whatever. But our characters hate him. Our characters dislike him." And the players made an effort in order to go around him and I realized that I haven't been planning a lot of combat missions, so I gave the option of when they contacted Jeff that he would give them their choice of a variety of combat missions that they could choose one to go take, right? And one of them was attacking the Helic Republic, which is the essentially the good guys of from Planet Z. And when they asked why he was attacking them and not focusing on the Gylos Empire, he said they pilot their abomination Zoids, just like just like the Gylos Empire. So as far as I'm concerned, they all gotta go. And so the party was like trying to convince him that like he's picking a fight that he doesn't need to, and he's attacking someone who could be an ally. And so the party succeeded in their role to convince him. And it's one of those things where just because you get a nat 20, just because you get a success, doesn't mean they're going to instantly do exactly what you want. There's like degrees to it where you're going to move them in a direction, but it's not always going to get all the way to what you want. And in this instance, he was planning to have an imminent attack on their base, and when they convinced him to reach out as an olive branch to try to make peace with them in order to get them as allies for now, with the secret intention that at some point he's going to destroy them in the future. That he's going to befriend them now, so that way in the future he'll be close enough in order to stab them in the back and crush them. And that was a whole thing. But what he said was, since he knew where one of the Helic Republic bases was, he told the players, hey, you go and negotiate this deal because I don't want to see their abominations of machines. So the party goes, and I'm like, is the party going to warn them? Right? And the party instantly warned them, right? And it was really funny because like when they met with the Helic Republic was just like, oh, set out like some tea and cookies in order to welcome them. It wasn't the best cookies, but it was like sweetened rations. And I got to show off a bunch of stuff that are like setting up plot lines in the story, which was fun. And I just thought it was really funny that like I made sure to include all of these combat options, but the players took the diplomatic route. But they did say at the end, it was like, hey, I really want to do this other combat mission too. So we made a way for that to happen. And the whole thing was originally, instead of paying them in loot, instead of paying them in credits and mana, Jeff was going to give them a piece of exotic gear for doing a mission. And so when they're like, we also want to do this other mission, Jeff's like, I only have one piece of exotic gear to give you. So if you do that mission, you'd be doing it like pro bono, you'd be doing it for free. And the party's like, we'll get back to you. And then they reached out to a new contact in the same like organization, and they told their plight, they told their frustrations with Jeff, and there was this interesting interaction where they're like talking to this person, and they're like, we think that Jeff is going to be a threat to your endeavors. He's letting his pride get in the way. He's picking fights he doesn't need to, and he's going to be making a lot of enemies that he doesn't need to. That's going to slow down get in the way of your goals. And they're like, oh yeah, we need to talk to him and see about getting him set straight and all this, that, and the third. And they're like, we also want to do this mission, but he says he can't pay us. And they're like, well, don't have a whole lot, but what we can give you, because the players asked for something maybe non-tangible, or maybe something that wasn't like that wasn't money. They said, what if we got something, how'd they put it? Something like a place to land our ship or whatever was how they put it. And the people were like, oh, well, we can give you access to our main spaceport and land on the planet that spaceport's connected to, so you can set up your own holdings there. The only thing is, yes, greedy players. Exactly, Nabiru. They wanted more. And wow, sorry, I just suddenly got hit with like a wave of exhaustion. I've been awake all day. Well, not all day. I slept till like about noon, and then like I was up working on some stuff. I'll probably go to bed super early after a stream is over. What I should have done was taken a nap in order to prep for stream, but then I got busy with so much stuff working on the Zoid stuff. And it became this thing where like I had to explain to the players today in like our Discord. I had to be like, hey, listen, just a heads up, this land that you have now been promised is on the opposite end of this region, and if you leave right now with your current ship and your current technology and your current resources, assuming you don't have to stop, period, it's going to take you 21 relativistic weeks, because like with relativity, when you're moving near light speed, it'll be like a week for you, but it'll be like a month in the real world. So at least that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a week to a month connection, right? Just because it's really simple. So I was like, okay, if you go there, it's going to feel like for you, like you're flying for 21 weeks. So you're going to need to have the supplies and the resources and all the stuff for staying for transit for 21 weeks. But you have to realize that like in the real world, 21 months will have passed. So it'll be almost 2 years. And this, yeah. So they've got this land, but they gotta, like, in order to get to it, they have to cross all of this space, go through some enemy territory, and there's gonna be it's gonna be a whole journey to get there. But the thing is, the party is working on some advanced like super warp drive tech that, if completed, could get them there almost instantaneously. So then it becomes, do they want to start heading there now, or do they want to like stick around and handle business here and like work on the tech as they go, which is part of the interactions and the whole thing of deciding what to do for the players. And what, get some more, let me get some fluid in me. I don't want to get dehydrated. Okay. So that's a whole thing that's happening right now in my game, is the players have to decide what to do next. Yeah. Yeah. it's gonna be an entire quest, and they know that there is this end of the world scenario in which this giant space dragon Alduin comes in order to consume all of the worlds. Yes, I went Skyrim on it, which is really funny because I've never played Skyrim, but I just kind of borrowed the entire premise of Skyrim, that the dragon Alduin will come to consume the world. And they know that Alduin is supposed to come sometime in the next 2 to 3 years. So, if they leave now, it'll be 21 months to get to their land. And they wanted the land because in case they have to fight Alduin with their ship, they want to have a place to offload all of the non-combatants, because their ships become this small community of people and families and children that have surrounded them and joined as part of the collective and thrown their lot in with the party. And the parties are the leaders of this community. And so the party, in order to keep them safe, wants to have somewhere to drop them off, so that way they can be safe. But I don't know why they didn't just drop them off on the planet that the players were promised a place their own on. I guess the players might have forgot. But now they've got essentially 2 pieces of land in this area. Well, there's going to be a lot of time taken for terraforming, so. But yeah, so there's that whole thing where there's this incentive, and if they go and they spend time in relativistic travel, it's going to be like, I don't know, just shy of 4 months for them, but they'll have passed most of the time they have till Alduin's coming. And that's going to be giving up a lot of time, and that's also assuming that they don't get stopped, and they have to pass by all of these planets that are held by some of their enemies. They may get distress signals. There's a lot of travel involved. Alternatively, the players, now that they realize how far away that is, might decide to be like, hey, can we renegotiate and get land on another planet? Which I think that'd be funny, to go back and try to renegotiate it and just be like, hey, you just gave us this land. Can we get land on a different planet that's closer by? What moment in Fairy Tale, Naberu? Like I said in my post where I posted about this, this is gonna be my last like Zoids game stream for like a week or so, because I don't want to get burnt out on the game, and I feel like this is going to be my 3rd stream in a row playing this game, and I want to play some other games too. I spent 1 day in Spirit Realm celebrating, saving them, but it was equal to 3 normal months. Okay. I'm not doing anything that extreme. All right. It's 9:05. Let's get this game rolling. Gotta search for all of the goodies and secrets in this dungeon. while I'm grinding for lots of XP and parts. I have to keep calibrating because like my character, my model keeps like looking off into space and it's really bizarre. Ugh. All right, let me go around before I go to the next floor and look around to see if there's any items here. Ooh, got this tiger, got this data for his gun tiger. Oh no. Okay, whatever. It should be fine. Okay. 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 All right. It's hitting the stuff decently. I think I already have the data for all of these things. I don't know if I have the data for the, I'll do core. Okay. So when it comes to like relativistic speed, light speed stuff, you get a lot of that stuff from whatchamacallit, in Gunbuster, which is really kind of funny. Ow. Lots of damage. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, lots of cannon remolgas. Okay. I really wish it was better. It was easier to get the sprites from this game. Most of the sprites I find online for Zoids are from Zoid Saga 2. So like, I want to get the more detailed sprites from this game, but like whenever I go to try to pull those, I get sprite sheets and not the PNGs that I need. Okay. Okay. I think I've got everything from this floor. Let's go to the next floor. Okay. Ooh, more cannon remolgas. Okay. I'm gonna heal. I really need to change okay. I don't know if that's gonna do enough damage. Let's see if it does enough damage, because I think they're pretty resistant to bullets. Yep. That was almost exactly what I needed. Okay. 99% hit chance. For ridiculous damage. I feel like the Iron Kong is going to carry me through a lot of fights. Let me grab. Okay. Oh, I didn't have the Z data for Cannery Mulga? I thought I did. I already have it. Okay. Got another Cannonry unit. Oh. More hammer rocks. Double sorters. Those things are annoying. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. See if this does anything. Okay. I'm wondering if I should change out, like, did you send a link and it got bugged out? Did you send a link, Nabiru, and it got the bot ate it? Okay, thank you. So the one I've been using has mostly sprites from Saga 2, so... Oh, the style of the site looks like it's something from the 90s. Oh, goodness. Make a left? Okay, Tibonius. I'll make a left. How are you doing? How was your weekend, Tibonius? Busy? Okay. I mean, you're kind of always busy, aren't you? I'm doing all right. Okay. Of course, he misses on 78%. Does 46 out of 42 damage. That's funny. It's 46 out of 48 HP. Alright, we're gonna get data gather because I want to get some terrace. Exactly, Nabiru. Pokemon accuracy logic. See. 80, 74, 89. Aw, I was just gonna. Aw, Silva wanted to chat with you, Tibonius. Flying, digging, or diving. Exactly. Exactly, Silva. First session, I know Jonah's gonna have something happen. He was wish he chose a different. Yeah, that's how it always works, isn't it? Come on, where is it? Okay, there's something. It's here somewhere. Ooh, cool. You know, it's odd. If a Pokemon has Levitate, that some moves will always miss. So Pokemon with Levitate can use Dig and Earthquake can miss. That's funny. Let's see if this does 64 damage to them. Nope. It's underground, but it's still somehow levitating. Yeah, it's really weird Pokemon logic. Cool. One damage. Oh, of course it misses. Let's get some data gather. No, Air Vulcan's only gonna do like okay. Poking for 1 damage. This should do some damage. There we go. I want to heal. I kind of want to heal. I'll heal at the start of the next fight. I'll get core saver for now because I want that core. There we go. Cool. Awesome. Oh, that Mulga just chased me down. It wanted this fight. Alright, now I gotta remember to use friendship so I don't lose. Okay. Of course he misses. I already have all the data, so I'll just get more parts, I guess. Got chased down by the flying Zoid. Oh, not the Zabats. Not the Zabats. Okay, do I need to heal? No, I think I'm good. Fight. Let's see how much damage this does. Kinda, pretty much. I just realized I still had Book of Faces open. Probably. Okay, so one of them will. Oh, they both will survive. Okay. Let's get data gathered, because I don't think I have any Zabat data. Okay. Okay, all right. Let's go down to the next area, but first let me see if I can't find any items. Ooh, okay. Come on, move. You know what, YOLO. I'll fight the cannon tortoises. Ooh, killer doms. Okay. Those are new. Let me do friendship healing. See how much damage these things take from them. Not much. Okay. Okay. I could have stretched it out for a turn in order to get the data, but I just wanted that fight over. I got a core part for it. I already gone. Oh, of course, another flyer. I think I have the Terrace and the Terrace Bomber data, so I'll just try to go for the, okay. Of course, they got lots of missiles. Oh, of course, it misses on the pile bunker. We will grab Core Saver because I want to get core parts. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, and Mulga spawned. And then the cannon Mulgas too. I'll do friendship next round. Actually, no, I'll do friendship now. Okay. Took two of them to take it down. Okay. wow, he has a lot of negatives. All of Ruji's stuff is just like trying to cancel his negatives. Ugh. Got Fleetfoot. Do I want Keen Eye? What have we got here? We got bad armor. Let's see what we got. I could give him a bonus to wolf types. Laser, thrifty, comeback, fortifier. I could get fortifier to make it more durable. S expert to make it better for this. M minus expert could be funny. How do I do this? If I made a wolf, I could put Ryuji in a command wolf. Just so I could get him meleeing up front in place of Kotana. More Kong. Hammer rocks. Do I I need to heal at all? No, I'm pretty good. Okay. Oh, cool. Learn more things. Armor break. Speedster and engine plus. Okay, that's where I just came from. I'm good to head to the next area. Of course, there was something waiting right in front of the door. Do I need healing at all? No, I'm good. Okay. Okay. We're making progress. Only does 1 damage. Oh, wow, that was a lot of damage. Alright. Pile bunker should do ridiculous damage. Yep, there it is. Ooh, got the data for a barrigator. Okay. Let's see what this 2 cannon is. It's a single target weapon. Does 62 damage. This is longer range. And it only uses 2 EP. So I can use it whenever she runs out of energy for the main gun. That solves one of the biggest problems that I was running into. That's fine. I didn't even get to everything. All right. Okay. Got to the boss fight. I was hoping to explore more of the area before I got to the boss fight, but you know, whatever. I'm hoping this doesn't like lead to instantly kicking me out of here. Oh, 3 Hellcats and 3 gun snipers. It's quite the combination. All right, first, let me friendship. Okay, 1 down. Glad I did some healing. Of course it's got missiles. Of course it's got missiles. Oh, it's a square one. Ah, another square. Okay, not much damage. Could do scissor arm. If I charge up, I could do scissor arm next turn, which does a redonkulous amount of damage. I don't want them to turn on some kind of like optical camouflage. I'm gonna turn on agitator. Of course, it's got missiles. I need to watch Zoids Wild. I think I need to just suck it up and sit down and watch through it. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Do I want data gather or do I want... I think I want data gather because I want to get the gun sniper data. Well, so much for getting that. Guess we're going to try to get the core. Only 5. Oh, good. I missed getting items. I missed getting items. I'm sad. Oh my gosh. Poor Ruji. He has no idea what's happening. I like the Murasume Liger. Okay. I have to be stronger. Okay. So I want to get comeback. Gosh, he had so many negative stats. I could get honed to get extra evasion. So my Liger. Got my melee squad up front. Got my my back row artillery squad in the back. Oof. I need to get a plate. First, let's get some weapons and tools. Okay, let's see what we got. Speed up, defense up 30. That's only against that. Don't have any plate, which is good against everything. I can get a beam cannon. Second high caliber gun. That's 2 high caliber. Can only get to 2 ahead. Let's see. Landing is good against everything. Guess I'll put some stuff on Merce on my Liger. Okay. 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 Got great anti-melee stuff. Really strong stuff against lasers and melee. Not as good stuff against bullets for on him. Evasion boosting. Oh, ha ha ha. I shouldn't need comeback. It's got so many there's so many debuffs. Okay, so I got 51 S expert. And plus 10% what? I don't know what it's 10% of. Attack? Defense? Okay, I don't want to invest too much because I don't know that I'm going to hang on to these characters when we move on to the next zone. Do I want to get another gun that is 1 EP use for a lot of damage? But it has a very short range. I don't know who I would mount that on. Maybe on... Railgun hits 2 targets. This beam cannon looks really nice, but it's 4 EP. Mm. It's twice the damage, but it's shorter range. It's got 3 laser cannons, so it's got a ranged attack. Not a very long range one though. 133 uses 3 EP. Okay, 2 high caliber guns should do it. Okay. Oh, I'd never got a bomber unit? That's funny. Really? Gun Tiger is made out of a Saber Fang, but it's smaller than a Saber Fang. Olga... Oh, Iguana is made out of a Godos. That's funny. Can make a Zabat. The only one that might be worth it is still the Command Wolf. That's just because its cannon is so powerful. Oh. How about keep down button press, look away, then stop at a random time, and whenever it stops on is what you make. Well, I don't know if I would go that far. Got weapons. Alright, so I have to go all the way up there. I'm gonna head back down. We just got out of the dungeon, but I want to get stuff out of that bottom floor of that dungeon before I head up there and go up there, because I don't know if I'll be able to come back here. And this gives me a chance to get used to Okay. Let's try out this blade. I think it's funny that the iguan is literally just oh, I should have got a cannon for okay. Thankfully, I should be able to just head down there. Wow, that cannon put in a lot of work. Just enough to blow it up. Okay. Ooh, black rhinos. Those are new. I want data on those. I might make those. That's a lot of HP on those. This might be a brutal battle. Okay. Ow. Of course it misses. I want to do the data gather one. I don't think I'm going to win this turn. Start lighting this up. Yeah, I still got to work through those. Okay. Okay. One Damahe. Okay. I didn't want I wanted the black rhino, not the cannon tortoise. Okay. Ow. Okay. Gonna have so many cannonry units. I'm hoping I can sell those. Okay. All right. Ah, I didn't even get out of the battle before the next one showed up. Ooh, black rhinos. Good. I want these black rhinos. I want the data on the black rhino because they look cool. I need to heal up at all. Earth needs a little bit of healing. Okay. I think that was a critical hit. Okay. Hmm. Ay, ay, ay. Of course I got it for the Killer Dome. Now I've got it for everything except the Black Rhino, which is what I wanted. Of course it runs into a battle. That's a lot of damage. Why did I do that? I wanted... Ooh, I think I might have nailed both of them. Nice. We're going to get Core Saver, see if we can get some parts from him. Oh, nice. Okay. Of course, it's a flying unit. More terrorists and terrorist bombers. I have data for all of these. I'm going to use friendship to heal. So many missiles. Oh my gosh, I just healed him. Of course, he misses with his big attack. Ooh, did that take out both of them? Did. Oh, good. Got some new skills for Ruji. Oh, he finally got rid of all of his negative stats. It only took 10 levels. Huh. Now this is much faster, more agile, and should be doing a lot better. Okay. Poke for 1 damage. Not even, it misses. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. I definitely don't need a cannon. Ooh. I did earlier with the Murasame Liger's attack, slices its enemies in half. Like, I'm about to do it right now. Chunk. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay, so I just came from here. I don't know what that is, but before I go there, let me get this item box down here. Of course, there's cannon Molgas. Boop. If you coat a Zoid in flex tape and chalk bed liner spray, would it become indestructible? Good question. That was a wasted attack. I feel like that would count as some kind of extra armor plating. Ion M. No new items here. Please be another black rhino. Nope, just cannon tortoises and Securiuses. Redneck adamantine. I love it. There's just such a power difference between a medium Zoid and a large Zoid. And like the Command Wolf is a medium, and like all the stuff I'm getting data for are small Zoids. Yeah, that one attack was wasted. Stream Elements bot finally kicked in. I guess I hadn't noticed that it had kicked in before. I want to see what this glowing thing is up here. They have 40 HP, does 39 damage. Okay. Got a core H1, that's good. Ooh, Sea Strikers. I don't think I have data on those yet. All right. Ugh. All right, there we go. Now we're starting to do some damage. Okay. It's going on 11 o'clock and I still haven't made it to the end of this dungeon. I kind of got to the end, but I came back for a single item. That was a lot of damage. When it wants to hit, it can do some good damage. Good, I got the Z data for Sea Striker. Oh, got an insect core. Oh, this is a lake. That's as far as we go. Okay. Well, let's get back out of here. Let's at least head to where the next place is supposed to be. I mean, I've got some levels. I got some level up, so it wasn't completely worthless. I'm confident I've got all the items out of here. Okay. At least these guys aren't much of a threat anymore now that I've got larger Zoids at my disposal. That was a wasted attack. Didn't even destroy anything. Of course it flies down to me. Alright, let's see if I can get a bomber unit, because I don't think I have a bomber unit. I have to see if I need to equip any skills for any of these pilots. Thankfully, due to all this grinding, Ruji's gotten to be pretty powerful. Okay. I want to at least get out of here, get to the next zone. Come on. It's funny, Strike Laser Claw is like such a big part of the New Century Zero anime, but like in the games, it's just another attack. Yeah, too bad. I can't use just dig. Liger used dig. I could run from these battles, but I'm not a big fan of running from battles in these kinds of games because I find that it's worthwhile to gain the XP and the credits and the all the stuff from battle. See if this head Vulcan hits. Oh. Oh. Okay. I have to go straight up and get up there. Okay. I want to at least get there before I end, so that way whenever I pick back up sometime after... Like I said, I'm planning to take a break from the game for about a week. Oh, I can't go that way, so I have to go the long way. I have to go the long way around. Okay. forgot I needed to use friendship to recover from that mine. Okay. At least that's only 1 damage. That could have been much worse. Of course, it is 39 out of 40. Will this be another black rhino? Nope, just stealth vipers. Which I need to get stealth viper. Oh, I want to get stealth viper data. Poke for 1 damage. Oh, 2 damage. Went up. Okay. Cut him in half, Ruji. Can I get it? I get that. Can I get it with the pile bunker? Yes, between the Mercenary Liger and the Deadly Kong. Oh, I wasn't planning to start the fight. I thought I could save before it started. Oh, cool. Probably use that for... Oh, it's got a lot of... It's a melee. That's a lot of damage. EP costs 10. EP costs 17. Giant Claw. EP costs 4. 4 laser gun. Oh, the bamboo gun hits everything. Okay. It only starts with 12, so that's not going to do super great. Goes down to 4 EP cost. Starts with 13. Okay, and it gains 2. Yeah, so it can go for a little while. All right, right on time too. Team power level is just under 35k. I don't know what that means. But let's switch over. Let's switch over to the other screen while we get back to our just chatting screen as we wind down for the night. At least we didn't end on a cliffhanger somewhere bizarre. Speaking of cliffhangers, I watched the latest episode of Candela Obscura today because during the last Candela Obscura episode I wasn't feeling really well, so I ended up sleeping in and because I was like I can miss the episode, right? And so I finally sat through and watched it. I had to watch it in 2 parts because there was no way I was getting through the whole thing in one sitting. And even during that, I had to be active working on building characters at the same time in order to stay focused. But that episode of Candela Obscura is a horror game, a horror TTRPG, gothic horror, no, Eldritch horror, not gothic, Eldritch. That's was developed by Darrington Press, the gaming company that's owned by Critical Role. And on Critical Role's off weeks, they do games of Candela Obscura in this very it's short form, where like each air quotes campaign, each chapter is only 3 sessions long. So that means you don't have, and because they're all like they're in the same world, but they don't feature the same characters between chapters. So if you didn't catch chapter 1, you can catch chapter 2. But I was like, I want to see if I'm gonna watch the chapter 2 finale when it comes next month. I want to be able to know what happened. And that was, geez, it ended on this huge cliffhanger where one character has been knocked unconscious and has been taken by the evil monster that they're up against, right? Character is like unconscious, helpless, and it just zooms out as you see the monster reload their shotgun, standing over their body, and the monster has assumed the face of that character and now looks like him. And because it's a shape-shifting monster. Yeah, a face stealer essentially. And it all happened because they decided to split the party 3 ways. They decided to split the party 3 ways, and one person got caught alone with the monster, and the monster got the jump on him because the monster pretended to be somebody else and convinced him to put down his gun. So once he put down his gun, then the monster just shot him. It was also kind of funny to see an Eldritch Horror using a shotgun. I think that's kind of funny. Exactly, Nabiru. Is that like the marriage ceremony, Silva? The thing where you get the rings and you like do some huge cutscene and you get to invite people. That's cool. Did they invite you to the ceremony? Did you put a dress on your character? I know you can buy clothes like a tux and a dress to wear for it. Okay. So I'm looking at this site that you sent me on Nabiru, and the thing is, right, they have the sprites, but if you click on the sprite, it takes you to a page of sprites. So if you save it, I believe it saves the entire page of all the alternate colors, which is kind of frustrating, and that's not what I need because I only need one sprite. I don't need 8. Let me see if I can save this one. Yeah. So if I go and I just need one sprite, so that means I have to, like, if I want to use this sheet, I have to open it in a photo in an editor, cut out all the ones I don't need, then remove the background. And it's doable. It's just a pain in the keister. But thank you for finding it. I appreciate your effort. Like, I normally get them from the sprite library on the Zoids wiki. Yeah, it's not allowed to be easy. Looking at some of these, all these things I look forward to seeing as the game goes on. I end up having to edit it too, so I'm so used to it. Yeah, I get that. Actually, let me see something. There might be an easier way to do this. Hold on. Let me check something. Okay, so I can save the preview image and just get a transparent background PNG. I think it's a PNG. Yeah, I can get a transparent background PNG, but it's only like the front half. It's like it cuts off some of the pixels. But like I would be fine with just getting a full one of those instead of going for the whole sheet. If it could just give me like for some quizzes, I often have to edit out backgrounds, certain features, so many nitpicky details. Yeah, I normally use an automated tool, the remove background website, in order to take out most of the backgrounds. Because it's like an AI driven tool and it's really powerful. I mean, I guess I could make something like this work. So have you made any quizzes recently, Nabiru? Yeah. I think that's the one I use. Let me check. Which the one I use? Hold on. Yeah, that's the one I use. Yeah, it's close enough, and you can edit things by like telling it where you need it to add stuff or where you need it to remove stuff. If it like missed a spot, you can like fine tune it. And I find that that's really helpful. Actually, that Zoids Sorrow Nights is... I want to see if there's any information on it. Hereditary Zoid of the ruling family of Acadia, passed down through generations. Little is recorded about its origins or development, although there are rumors that its strangely advanced design may be a result of technology harvested from some unknown place or time. It's capable of merging with the Murasame Liger to form the Murasame Liger Knight Custom. So that's not in the battle story at all. It's just well, considering the game is about time traveling, I could totally see that, Nabiru. Okay. It's funny looking at all this data. Oh, there are people released guides. Okay. That's funny. I don't want to get too lost in the sauce, you know. I'm a variety streamer. I do a variety of games. I was debating what game I wanted to stream tonight, or if I wanted to do a writing stream, because I haven't done a writing stream in about a month. And it was a thing where, like, I knew it took me a second to remember where I was in Legend of Dragoon, and I was like, I could do that. But I just wanted to see more of where the Zoid story goes. We just got Ruji's Murasame Liger back, and it's proven to be quite the boon on the battlefield. Mounted a ranged weapon on it that it doesn't really need, but it helps it with conserving energy points. Oh my gosh. I had to hear some harsh criticisms of some of my designs for some of my Zoid stuff for Lancer from the Lancer Discord. And the thing is, I have to remember that they're trying to help. As they're challenging me to be creative, to come up with unique solutions, and to create something new. So it's not just a repeat of some existing thing. There's this thing about, like, wanting to make sure that, like, your homebrew has a purpose and fills a role. Oh no. Is my connection going wonky? My internet's going wonky. Okay, looks like it's stabilized. I just saw the little light going from green to red to orange to red to yellow to green to red. And I was like, oh no. Might go to bed right after stream. Like, finish stream, take my meds, and just honk out. I've been falling asleep super early recently. And it's funny because I just talked to my therapist about, like, what schedule I wanted to keep for myself. And what I want to do is go to sleep around like 3 or 4 in the morning. And I wake up around like noonish to eat and take my meds, but not actually get up till like 4 or 5 is when I want to actually be up and awake and functional, right? And then be functional through the night. And it feels like I jinxed myself because as soon as I said that's what I wanted to do, right? All of a sudden I started getting really tired really early. And I have been falling asleep super early and then waking up super early and then being wide awake. Like last night, I went to sleep around like 2 or 3. And then I slept till like 11:30. And then I was just wide awake. and I got so caught up in stuff after I got up, after I made food and all that stuff, that I just never got back around to laying back down and going to sleep. Which reminds me, I have to file my paperwork for my student loans coming up here soon. Or I need to come up with a way to pay them. But I saw one of my friends, Hero Girls, they had like a donathon or something to like raise money to pay for like their medication and stuff, and they were able to successfully raise enough money to be able to afford their meds. And I'm like so happy for them, but like I can't imagine being in that situation. Like that just sounds so terrifying. All right, let's wind down for the night. I'm getting tired. Get some water real quick before we do our outro. All right. For those of you who don't know, I like to end my stream by saying positive things about my viewers in order to speak positivity into their lives and to be as supportive as I can. So, to Silva, to Nabiru, to Tabonius, and Stream Element Spot never said that it came online. It just popped in there. That's funny. Anyway, to Nabiru, Silva, Tabonius, to anyone else who watched the stream and didn't say anything in chat, and to anyone who watches this VOD afterwards, I want to say I love all of you, and I believe in each and every one of you. I think that each one of you is truly special, one of a kind, and unique. I think that each one of you makes this world a better place by living in it, and I'm grateful every day to live in a world with you in it. Thank you for coming to my stream, and thank you for being a member of this community. Thank you for giving me your time, your attention, and your energy. Always remember the Star Hunter motto: shoot for the stars, have wonderful adventures, live your dreams, and always stop to enjoy the memes. What I do ask is that you like the stream. It helps the algorithm with pushing it out to other people, lets me know what people want to see more of. And it just lets me know that people liked what I was doing. So if you like the content, like the content. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing on YouTube, you can subscribe and ding the notification bell. That lets you know whenever I go live or when I release any new content. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing outside of YouTube, you can follow me on X or Twitter and join my Discord. Links to both of those are in the description down below. I try to be active. I'm not nearly as active as I used to be. Just life. I'm getting a little bit burnt out on some things. I don't know. I may get back to doing the daily, because for a while, I was treating Twitter like kind of a mini microblog and like making a little end of day blog about my day. And that was what I was doing on Twitter. And then I would do it like at the end of the day as part of my end of day ritual. I'd do a post on Twitter, and then I'd do a post on the community post of YouTube. And I did that. It would usually come up with some kind of a poll or thing, and that was just a thing I did. But then I just kind of fell off and never picked it back up. Anyway. But yeah, if you want to follow me, you can follow me there, and I post about things in my life. If you have any friends, relatives, coworkers, best friends, arch nemesis, anyone you think might enjoy my content. Feel free to invite them to the next stream or show them my content. Next stream is going to be Friday, 8:30 p.m. EST. Not quite sure what we're going to do yet. Might do a Legend of Dragoon stream, might do a writing stream, might even do a chained echo stream. We'll see what happens. Anyway, with that all said, also I want to say, never feel like you have to donate in order to be welcome here. Never feel like you have to pay to be a member of this community. I welcome everyone, and I am always grateful to have every single one of you in this community. With that said, if you ever feel motivated to donate to improve the stream, to improve my life, to help me out with things, to make things possible in my life, there are links where you can do that down below, and I'm grateful to each and every one of you who has helped make things possible in my life, both big, small, and everywhere in between. Thank you to all of you for being a wonderful and supportive community. And have a good night, everybody.